Hi. Hi. Yeah, thank you, Chase. My OBS just decided to pick a different mic. That's cool, OBS. Thanks. Thanks for that. Cool. Cool. Awesome. Great. Hi, folks. I'll bring it back from the start. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hush Hallows Flashback, a Monster of the Week story here on Dice Priori. I am Matthew Foreman. I use he/him pronouns, and I'll be playing Franklin, quotes Frankie Hart, the Mundane, who also uses he/him pronouns. Just a couple quick channel announcements. We have just to go over our programming that we've got going on here for you this week and the coming weeks. Monday nights we've got Goon Saloon for Invisible Sun. That just started, so you can check the VODs and get caught up on that pretty quickly, or just run it in raw and live on episode 3 next week. We got Monster of the Week here on Tuesday nights as we continue our flashback retro arc, and then tomorrow Tales from Gishari on Wednesday nights is coming with the Quest RPG. We're just going to run that for a few sessions, and then we'll update you on Tales from Gishari. And then Saturdays, we've got Cold Suns. It premiered last week, Season 2, Series 2 of Cold Suns. Our sci-fi convergence using the Expanse RPG. And we've got that going for you on Saturdays at 6 p.m. As always, if you're enjoying tonight's show, make sure you are following, consider subscribing, gifting subscriptions, bits, all that sort of stuff. Continue to support us so we can bring you content here on Dice Priori. And now thank you so much for listening to my little elevator pitch there, and now I'm going to kick it over to one of our lovely players. Let's say, I think I did Emma last week, I can't remember. Let's do Vox. Start there.
Hi, I'm Alexis. You can find me at VoxFanato on the Twitters, and here for everything except for Mondays in terms of the content that we have here. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Andromeda, who uses she, they pronouns, and is a Gorgon who has snakes for hair, passes for human, going like this, slapping on a wig and tons of makeup. She is the chosen. Don't tell Frankie. And he uses a big old chain with a blade on it to kick ass. Maria.
That's me. Hello, I'm Maria. I use they and she pronouns. I can be found here tonight. Ta-da! And I am playing Hector Bartholomew, who uses he and him pronouns and also uses the Searcher playbook, looking for those monsters in all the wrong places. I will throw it to Emma.
Hello. My name is Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. I'm sorry. And I use she, her pronouns. Tonight I am playing Roisin, who also uses she, her pronouns, and I will be using the Initiate playbook. I think that's everybody, right? Ty.
I'm Ty. I'm your keeper this evening and all evenings here in Hush Hallows. Last time on Hush Hallows in this flashback arc, Frankie decided to have a little meeting with the owner of the book in a abandoned house, or a house for sale, somewhere in Hush Hallows. Came back the next day and regaled the Shadow Wolves with what happened. Immediately afterward, in the first chance, Hector also bled into the book to have an experience all of his own and had a little bit of a conversation. It was also the day of the big cookout, a large get-together gathering and moneymaker for Meaty Morsels, which is Gretchen's lodge/restaurant. During that event, towards the end of the night, after drinking and mingling and having a generally good time, one of the attendees, a woman, noticed that her husband had gone missing. And was no longer there. However, the car still was. The group decided to venture into the woods to get a beat and see if he went to go pee there or something. Found a trail of a strange entity and encountered a large, about 8-foot tall fish chimera-esque creature who was carrying the body. They stopped it and began to fight. And then that is where will we resume this evening. When we last left off, fire crackles and slowly begins to spread to the forest of Hush Hollows. Some foliage, as well as the jean jacket and white snake tank top on the body in front of you. The scaled fish-like creature towers over you, eyes focused on Frankie and the body. However, Andromeda stands between them, just having been impaled by this fish creature. What do you all do? It is, we'll say it's top of, everyone can go because it's a new day. I don't remember who already went.
We're here, in the fight right now.
In the moment.
We're
Yes.
in the moment.
Unless you left. Unless Roshin failed.
She's drunk running.
She is the moment.
So if I'm recalling correctly, Frankie went to the body that was partially on fire to
And
pull
still
it,
is, yes.
to pull it away to make it to lessen the way, right?
Well, he ran up there. He didn't actually do anything. He kind of protected it, but it was on fire. None of the body is not being pulled away currently, or it is not any less on fire.
My intent is to get the body out of the fire.
I would like to assist in that because Hector was not planning to set anything except for this fish thing on fire. So now is panicking and wants to pull the body away and put it less on fire. One of those two things. Or both.
Okay.
So I don't know if that would be helping or acting or whatever.
You could let Frankie go first, and Frankie, you could try to do something, or you could try to use roll to protect someone if you'd like.
I would like to go first to drag the body out of the fire.
Okay.
Go for it.
Is this act under pressure?
Act under pressure, yeah, or protect someone if you'd like, either way.
I'm going to spend one of my hold to get a +2 to this.
Cool.
9! Ooh, Hector, you can give me a full success if you help.
Would you like to roll that, Hector?
I would love to. Roll with cool. Well, I have some poor news for you, Frank.
How cool are you? Hector, you seem pretty cool.
Hector has a -1. Well, I still got an 11, so that's fine.
Whoa!
Look at you! Look at God!
2 6s, -1.
Hector, cool as fuck.
Cool as fuck in this moment.
Hector, what does it look like? Like Frankie just leaving, grabbing this body. What does Hector do to help?
So are you, Frankie, to kind of help set my mind scene, are you just kind of pulling it away? Are you scooping it up and dragging it?
I would scoop him up. Frankie's got some strength. I would scoop him up.
Okay. I think then, he would, I guess it would be. It's kind of on the line of protecting someone. He would basically just try to distract the creature so that it doesn't pay attention to Frankie, because there's not necessarily anything he can do to help pick him up, because unless Frankie is grabbing the scooping under the arms, and then I would help grab the legs or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, Frankie, you hoist this body on your shoulder and begin to run somewhere, I assume, and Hector, you kind of help distract. The body is still catching fire slowly as you do this. It is on his clothes, but not engulfing him yet. Are you getting to relative say? Are you where are you running, Frankie? With this body?
The intent here is to go out of the fire and kind of back to the way we came.
Okay.
But I'm just going to be setting him at the edge of the clearing, though.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So I can get back into the action.
Yeah. Got it. You do that.
Mechanical question, Frankie. When I helped you, do I get experience?
No, when you protect me, you get experience.
Got it. Perfect.
Okay. This creature, I think it looks as you do this, but it is kind of Andromeda is standing in the way, and you've created enough of a distraction with Hector.
Ty, do you want to loop the song?
Yeah. I'm putting one up. Okay. Andromeda or Roshin?
I don't have any axes, right?
There is an axe by... I think you threw one to Frankie because Frankie did not find his weapon. So Frankie has one of your axes. The other one is laying at this creature's feet currently.
Go ahead, Alexis.
I was just gonna attack it, but
Yeah.
if you want to go try to get your axe, if it gets you, I can protect you.
I don't think she's gonna do that.
Okay. Then I can just go to hit it.
Roll it up.
Finding the right window. Yeah. Remembering, I can do this. I know how to do this.
That's fine.
You did it! Just barely!
What did you get?
7!
7, yeah, not a failure. Very good. Mixed success. So you will inflict harm on each other. Yours is doing... Your attack does 3 now, correct?
Yes. Yes, I will choose to inflict my devastating +1 harm.
Your chain wraps around this creature, around one of its legs, and as the obsidian blade tears into it, some of this black ichor spills out of the wound. As it hits the ground, it begins to sizzle and creates a small hole in it, and some of it gets on you too. It does 2 harm. One of it is armor piercing, so some of it seeps through your scales.
Okay. So one of my things is whenever you suffer harm, you suffer 1 harm less.
Is it armor or is it something? What is it listed under?
It's my monstrous move. It just says you suffer 1 harm less. It's not about. It doesn't say that it's armor or anything like that. Because I have armor, but
it was the move you took. Hold on.
yeah.
Correct. Yeah, immortal.
Yep.
Immortal, quote unquote. Yes. You don't suffer anything then.
Okay. Just checking.
It does. I think it sizzles, and some of your own scales kind of they begin to. You feel them melt from this thing, but it doesn't actually hurt. It hurts, but very surface level. Like you got poured a little bit of acid on your skin.
Okay.
But just like a droplet. Roisin, you see this happen.
So, is everyone right up next to this fish creature now?
No, Hector and Frankie are kind of running away with the body.
Okay.
Well, Andromeda's right up on it.
I'm trying to interpose myself between them.
And Andromeda currently is.
And can I gauge what it looks like the creature is? Is the creature gonna stay hooked on Andromeda, or is he going after the body?
Its gaze is currently following Frankie and the body, but Andromeda currently has wrapped the chain around it, so it is engaged with Andromeda currently.
Okay. I am going to use my Jinx move.
Okay.
And I think that she's going to take she has this bag of rocks. And she's going to take one of them and she's going to toss it at his feet with the goal of I think she's trying to distract it and draw the attention back toward Andromeda if it looks like his gaze is following the other two. I want to try to keep him here, away from them.
Yeah, you can roll that up.
Well,
12. That's very good. Yeah, choose another. That's under your use magic, isn't it?
No, Jinx is its own thing. So I get to hold 2.
Ooh.
And I can spend my hold to interfere with what a monster, minion, or bystander is trying to do.
Right. Okay.
So
yeah.
I want to interfere. My goal is that I throw this rock down and it starts smoking.
Sure. Yeah, you do. That happens. You throw the rock at its feet, it starts smoking, and this thing's vision is heavily obscured, and you see it like it begin to wildly look around.
Okay. And I'm going to use the other one. Then can I give +1 to Frankie?
Yeah.
Or Hector. I don't know who goes next.
It's
one of them.
round. Yeah, there's not actually a turn order. It's
Whoever wants it. Whoever goes next.
If the narrative is right, someone can take like 3 or 4 turns in a row.
Whoever's running away.
You throw this rock down. It begins to smoke. This thing kind of looks. I think it looks confused and doesn't really see. It doesn't see Frankie anymore, not clearly, and it doesn't even see you. It lashes out once again at Andromeda. Andromeda, you feel roll plus truff, Andromeda.
You say truff?
Plus truff.
Truff. Roll tough.
Roll
for tough.
truff. For truff. Nine.
Yeah, this this thing is focused on you. You like in the smoke. I think your vision is slightly obscured too. You see the claws kind of barely, almost graze you to try to grab you, but you narrowly dodge out of the way. I think it cuts part of your clothing, but this thing is now going for you pretty strongly and trying to grab at you.
It's a good thing that my aesthetic works with ripped clothing.
It actually adds to your outfit. You have +1 charm.
Sure does.
for your next charm roll.
Yeah.
Frankie or whoever is going next rush round. What do you guys do?
Not it. I'm the support character, y'all. I've got a thing. I can help. I will say, for intent purposes, once I set the body down, I'm taking the hatchet that Roishin gives me, and I'm like heading into the fray. But that's all I'm doing for now. Yeah, that's my
Okay.
narratively. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just
my
you're taking the
intention
body
is
to
to
safety.
take care of this body problem.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm headed to. I'm headed to Body Town to put out the fire.
Yeah,
and
you're
assess the situation.
Yeah.
Of this person.
You were there. You ran off with Frankie. So you saw
Yeah.
Frankie kind of just like gingerly dump the body out of the.
I tag you out and
Yep.
you go
zone
and
of
I
combat.
say.
Yep.
But yeah, this person is still on fire. What do you do?
I would like to make the fire stop, please.
Okay.
I think I have a coat on. If it if I can't like bat it out or take it's just is it part of their outer layer of clothing or is it like all of their clothes?
It's currently their jean jacket and white snake tank top are on
well,
fire.
that's-
Not flesh yet.
that's
It
so
has not
sad.
reached pants.
Cool. I will take off the clothing that is on fire. Then that is the simplest way to keep them from being on fire.
Yeah, that's what they teach you in school.
Just
Take off the clothes that are on fire.
Make them
Well,
less clothed.
Roll either help out or act under pressure. Either way.
Okay. I would love to roll act under pressure due to a monster phenomenon or mystical effect. I assume this whole thing is cool because then I roll weird instead of cool, which is great for me. And if it is okay with you, Matthew, I'm going to take that +1 that
Yes.
Roisin put there for me. Well, that's alright. I got a 9.
Okay. Yeah. You put out most of you take off the clothes, which was your solution. And like I think Hector is suddenly panicking during this scene as you take off the top clothing. And as you kind of like rip it off and throw it to the ground, you notice your coat is on fire as well.
Oh, neat. Great.
Which takes Hector a second to realize, kind of like throws it all down and just
Just, whoops. Good.
Andromeda, Roisin, Frankie.
I think Frankie just hears a noise. It's like, oh!
Yeah, sure. I will, with my, my chain kind of still wrapped around this thing, right?
Yeah.
I will kind of, run up and like, I'll do that thing where, like I run up a tree and sort of try to take my momentum. No, not run up a tree. I'll do that thing where you take my momentum and try to fling this fishy boy across the woods away from this person that they were trying to abduct.
Like a hammer throw?
I cannot articulate what's going on in my head. Sure.
Hammer throw, yeah. You could either hammer throw if you want to like do full on strength, or also you have it wrapped around a leg. You could probably, I mean, Andromeda is strong enough to where you could try to trip it too. It would not have the same quite effect as trying to toss it away, but it would be easier. That's what I will give you. With a, if you roll well, you'll be able to do a hammer throw. If you don't do well, you can still probably trip them up.
Sure. Sounds good.
Yeah, roll tough.
All right. Who was that +1 intended for? Whoever's attacking the thing?
No, Frank, Hector took
Whoever's
it.
helping the body. Oh, Hector took it.
Hector
Right.
took it.
Never mind. Never mind, didn't need it. 12!
Nice. Yeah, where do you chuck this thing?
Into a tree.
Okay, yeah.
The opposite direction of,
Further into the woods.
Yep, further into woods, into a tree.
Yeah, you all, I think like Frankie, as you're running down, you see just this body just like, you hear trees crack as the thing just flies farther into the woods.
You know how like when you're kids and you hold hands and you spin around and you let that force kind of push you back? Yep. I do one of those and then just toss.
That's a hammer throw.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
See, I didn't know that.
Same.
Yep.
I don't know terms for this
It's
shit.
very close. It's basically the same thing.
Okay, well.
Yeah, this thing is, you hear like a screech and you guys can see the trees now like falling down where this thing was thrown, and there is some of this black liquid is sizzling through the trees and the foliage in its wake.
Oh, that's right. It had xenomorph blood.
Yeah, it sure does. And I will just drag the blade behind me and sort of start gathering up the chain to swing again.
Roisin, do something.
I'd like to pick up my axe now, please.
Yeah, it is now free and clear as the creature is now no longer there.
And I'd like to lodge it somewhere in his body.
Okay, are you gonna chuck it? Or are you gonna run up?
Oh no, I'm running up and
Yeah, roll it.
smashing it. Oh, well, that's a 6.
I would like to help.
Yep.
I will give you a +2. Because I automatically succeed when I help, and when I succeed on helping, I give +2 instead of +1 now.
Nice.
And what this looks like is I'm gonna baseball slide into the monster, kick it in the face as it's still down.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is
yeah.
still down.
It's
yeah.
more of a distraction than anything. It gives Roisin the opening that she needs.
Yeah, I think you do this as you baseball slide Frankie into this thing's face. Like, I think you do it without looking, so that's Frankie thing to do. And as like you land, you do find like purchase on its face, but like as the dust clears and like everything settles, you're about like 3 inches from being inside of its mouth, which is open. You're just above its lip line. Roisin? Oh yeah, you got a.
I did
what,
the thing.
8 now? 8?
8.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Nah,
Couldn't
sure.
tell you.
Yeah, you inflict harm, and how much does your axe do?
Ooh,
2.
it's messy.
She messy.
Oh, that's okay. In this circumstance, as you
Oh, that's bad here.
messy, yeah.
That's not fun.
This stuff gets everywhere. Frankie and Roisin, you take 2 damage. One of it
I'm so
ignores.
sorry.
One of it ignores armor as this stuff this black liquid goes everywhere.
Yep.
With Roisin just like hacking at it.
Do I get that. I got hit, right, with this?
Yeah, it's 2 harm, but one of it ignores armor.
I'm unstable. Both here and in real life.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I'm just like, oh god, it's got acid for blood.
Roisin's gonna start panicking as she's drunk. She's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry!
This thing, as you guys have launched this attack, it begins to try to steady itself and get to its feet. It is now on its knees. Its large claw-like talon hands like sunk into the ground as it tries to stabilize itself.
We're in a new round, quote unquote. Not that there are rounds, but you know what I mean.
Yep. Fresh round.
Did it go?
It was getting up. Yeah, that was its
Okay,
its
getting up
turn.
is its
Yeah.
turn.
Getting up was
Okay,
its turn,
I
and it's now
understand
more
now.
stable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hector, you're on fire. How's that going?
I would like to stop that also from happening. Is it just on like a coat sleeve or something like that?
It's on a coat sleeve currently. Yeah, and it's on your prosthetic arm.
Hey, what
Oh,
happened
well.
to Gretchen?
It's not.
She stayed behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
She's
she's
on
looking. She's looking around inside.
Forgot.
Yeah, she didn't go with you guys this time.
Okay, cool. So it doesn't hurt yet, which is great. I'm gonna take off my coat and I'm just gonna
That's what they teach you. Take off the
get off
clothes.
on the flesh side and like let it just fall off from the prosthetic side and just like stomp it out and then check to make sure that none of the rest of me or the rest of this person is on fire.
Yeah, you two, coatless and shirtless, you two stare at each other. This person is unconscious, but
Awesome. Cool. I just want to make sure that like medically they are at least stable because I technically am a doctor.
yeah, roll plus sharp.
Okay.
Yeah, investigate a mystery or read a bad situation. Either way would work.
I think it's definitely a bad situation. Cool. 7.
That's not a failure. Yeah, he seems stable.
Okay. Good. There's this moment that like Hector's checking him over and finds that everything is okay, and then just like breathes really heavily before turning to see that the monster still is in fact there, and is going to start heading in that direction again.
Okay. All right, you leave the okay. It has some like first degree burns on the body, on the back and side, but otherwise seems stable, and you begin to run off. The others.
It's starting to get up.
Is now like it's now on its knees, but its claws are in the ground, like beginning to pick itself back up.
Okay.
And it looks like there is it doesn't look like it's dying, but it does look like it has been fairly messed up so far.
Jesus.
And I had thrown it against a tree, so it's like getting up on its knees near a tree, right?
Yeah, you guys are in there was a tiny clearing, but you are pretty deep in the thick of the woods. There are trees everywhere.
I would like to lunge forward and pin it against that tree.
Sure. Yeah. Roll kick some ass.
And just sort of, if I can, get the chain around it again, and maybe the blade holding the blade against its neck, possibly, if this works.
I'll give you an option. Either you can roll kick some ass as normal and hope you get a 10. Okay.
Oops! I should have waited until you were done talking. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
I can either do what?
Yeah, I'll give you the option still because it doesn't matter. Either you can roll kick some ass, and if you get a 10+, you can use the force them where they want them, or instead of kick some ass, you can just roll plus stuff, and even on a mix, you'll still be able. You won't do damage, but you'll kind of have them in position.
Even my +2 can save you.
That's true, but I do get to mark experience.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I said in the intent was I wanted to pin them against the tree.
Okay.
So that's the primary intent of whatever I was doing. So you go ahead and
What'd you roll? I actually didn't say it. Hold on.
4.
Ooh, that's a little.
So
Well, that's bad things do happen.
paying
I
for
think-
that 12 earlier.
Yeah. So you kind of here's what happens. It is now on its knees, and Frankie and Roisin, you are kind of like trying to get this asset off and recover from this attack, and you see Andromeda rush up and try to, like, with chain in hand, to try to tackle this thing and pin it against a tree. And this creature does get slammed against a tree, but Andromeda doesn't quite get the full chain around it and gain control of the situation. As it is pinned up, it opens its large mouth, and just half of Andromeda is now inside of the mouth.
Oh my god, what?
It's trying to eat you.
Yeah.
How big is its mouth?
It's an 8-foot tall creature, and like mouth about yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hey, but I'm very tall too.
Oh, it's not. It didn't like consume you whole. Just like your top half, like from here to here in mouth. It smells bad.
Me? I'm the one who does the eating here.
You say inside. It echoes throughout the throat.
Yes. I'm like, I thought it smelled bad on the outside.
And you see this. This would cause 3 harm. I'm not sure how much harm you have, but that would cause 3 harm as the teeth bite into you, and you feel yourself bing half inside of this creature. What do the rest of you do?
Taken my first harm.
Nice.
Okay. Oops.
Roshin and Frankie, you see Andromeda inside of this creature's mouth now.
If you're doing something magical, I don't think really Frankie can help. Well, it depends what you're doing. Just if you go, I can decide if I'm going to help you or not.
Is it possible, since I don't understand how magic works in this game, can I try to put it to sleep?
Let's find out.
Or daze it?
Daze it, sure. Yeah.
If I can't make it take a quick snooze?
Yeah, you could daze it for sure.
Using the same process?
Yeah, use magic. Roll use magic.
Okay. Ten.
10. Yeah, very good. No glitch. So the effect is you daze it. What does it look like when you daze it? What does Roshin bust out, or what does it look like?
Bust out. She literally takes out a satchel that's wrapped in this like kind of like dark blue black velvety cloth. She lights it on fire, and it's vervain, so it's gonna start smoking, and it's gonna make him sleepy or confused.
Yeah, you throw this down at this thing's feet. Andromeda, the mouth is now like filling with smoke, this odd smoke. And you are confused, and then the mouth just kind of goes slack, and like I think it had picked you up a little bit, like a couple inches off the ground at this point, and you kind of just gently plop down, head filled with monster spittle.
It might also impact other people. I don't know.
I think Andromeda's confused enough. Okay. So maybe a little bit more confused.
Great.
Frankie would scurry up to his feet and grab the hatchet that Roshin gave him, back up a little, and with all like the energy of your drunk uncle on the 4th of July, would throw the hatchet with a double haft overhead.
Excellent. Roll it.
Yeah. 11. Get fucked.
Nice. Yeah. What's your extra effect?
What are the choices, God? I don't ever.
You either gain the advantage, take 1 forward, or give +1 to someone else. You inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
I want to suffer less harm. Basically, I feel like I actually made the range. You know.
Yeah, I think. Like you chuck it, and just a little bit of this stuff gets on you. You take 1 harm.
Okay.
And this thing is lodged in its like this large glowing orb that is its eyes. It's 2 of them. One of them gets impaled by this axe, and it lets out a screech.
Yep, 2 harm. That's how much.
2 harm.
Yep.
And the liquid begins to pour. The eye like loses its glow and begins to pour out this liquid as well. And this thing looks fairly messed up.
I would hope so.
Yeah, this thing is yeah. Its sight is severely impaired. It is dazed. It is bleeding this liquid all over the place. Anyone's turn?
I think it's a monster's turn.
Oh yeah. Who's nearby?
That would be the person in it.
I don't know. It couldn't be me.
It looks around for a drama that doesn't find her. Where'd she go?
Doesn't have any object permanence.
Yeah.
It half-heartedly it puts its mouth over you. It is not biting down yet, but it is just like continue. It is going full in on this effort as a last ditch.
Okay.
Your head is currently inside of the mouth, but the jaws have not clamped.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And it is top or down.
I'd like to remove myself
Yeah, that's fair.
and hopefully let's say oh god. Fuck. I can remove myself and get myself just away from its mouth and hopefully oh god, I'm sorry. I can't verbs. I want to switch it up and get myself wrap the chain around them, get myself behind them so that they can't gnaw on me anymore.
Yeah, you could try to kick some ass to do that. Or roll some tough if you just want to not cause harm and get it in the position.
I mean, positioning and stuff is like one of the
That's if you roll it.
choices, right?
If you roll a
Roll
10.
well?
So basically, if you roll well enough, if you want to just get in position, don't care so much about harm, I would let it. So you're rolling plus tough, but instead of, on a 7, on a mixed success, you would be able to still do it. You just wouldn't cause harm.
I'll do that. Why
Okay.
not? And maybe we can talk to this thing, or maybe we just kill it. I don't know. I don't know if it talks. Hey, 6.
6, not a failure.
Uh,
Wait, no, yes it is. Frankie, what are you gonna do? Hold on now.
yeah. Do you want the XP or do you want me to help you?
I think it's fun if you help.
Okay. I would. My help is literally because kind of how I'm imagining this, because she had to get herself out of the head first, and she without me helping, she doesn't quite get out of there, and I just come up behind her. I'm like, "Whoa!" like a Heimlich maneuver kind of thing. Pull her on out of there.
Yeah, so that makes it to a mix, so you won't cause any damage. But I think so. Frankie yanks you out. I think upon the exit, you've latched your blade somewhere, either in its mouth or on its skin, and Frankie helps kind of toss you around, and you've now lassoed this thing with your chain. You are behind it.
It's a curved blade, so it just fish hook it.
Nice, nice. Roshin and Hector.
Chew on this.
This thing is currently lassoed. Andromeda's riding it. It's bleeding all over the place.
Roshin, what do you want to do? I'm kind of supporty. I don't want to shoot this gun again because everyone is there.
Jesus.
Yeah, please don't kill everybody.
A quick ending to this arc.
Yeah.
Everyone's unstable. Just
Cut back to modern day. So I killed all my friends anyway.
Hector's basically running up to the group and is gonna help in any way he can.
Up to you, Roshin, I guess.
Okay, great. So Andromeda is I'm sorry, what is she doing?
She's on top of it and behind it. She's elevated off the ground, kind of lassoing it, correct? That's kind of where.
Is it moving? Is it moving in a direction, or is it stationary?
No, I think it's still kind of dazed, trying to process everything. It's bleeding a lot and it's missing an eye.
Okay. I don't want to use my axe. Would it still be messy if I used the other side of the axe? The blunt side? The handle?
No, I guess not.
Can I thwack it?
Can you thwack it?
Can I take its other eye out? Can I do that?
You can take its other eye out, sure. Yeah, if you roll good enough, yeah.
Well, let's see what happens.
Kick some ass.
Alas. That's a 6.
It takes your eye.
Sweet.
No.
I want to help out with that.
Okay, yeah.
Well, let me see if it does. Hector's intent, when he sees that you're going towards the eye, is he's gonna go on the other side and essentially just try to like kick out one of its arms that it's using to prop itself up so that it lurches down so that you can hit it easier. We'll see if it works. Oh my god, just barely. I got a 7.
Okay. Your help grants them +1, but you expose yourself to trouble or danger.
8.
And that brings you to what, Roshin? Just a mixed success as well?
Yes.
7, yeah.
7? Yeah. So you, with your axe, I guess, an attempt, well... I think as you're running up, I think you realize this thing is probably, you will be able to kill it, but you won't be able to do it cleanly. Not with the way your approach and your method. You're not going to be able to do it clean. But you think with one this strike and this help, you do have an advantage here.
Are you saying I have an option?
Yeah.
How hurt are people looking?
It's going to hurt you and Hector. I think you know that from right away. Andromeda's behind it, and Frankie's far enough away. It'll hurt you too.
I'll survive.
Canonically, yes, you will.
You have plot armor. You could 1v1 this thing.
Just farm it a little bit. Hector's going to power level you all.
Yeah.
So it's going to be bad-ish if I take it out in this manner?
You know if you take it out, it's going to cause some harm to you and Hector, or you can back off, still maybe cause some injury to it. It won't kill it, though. But you and Hector will be more safe.
I'm gonna play it safe then. I'm gonna not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of, with the blunt end, you don't take the eye out, but you do with the blunt end just kind of jam it in the other orb, and it recoils. Andromeda, you kind of like, it bucks back. You still have good control on it, but this thing screeches, and the liquid continues to pour and create holes and sizzle all around you, as this thing is temporarily blinded.
I'd like to just say, I don't know if you understand me, but are we done here? Or are we gonna have to finish this the hard way?
It is its
I
turn.
want to see if it will if it's, I don't know if it's sentient. I want to see if we can get any kind of
yeah. What happens
if
is
it'll back down or anything.
What happens is this thing, it is blind. It stands up and it feels the chain, and you feel it just fall back onto you. You don't take any damage, Andromeda, but you are pinned underneath this thing's full weight as it is laying down on top of you now.
I'm gonna take that as a no. And I'm gonna take the chain. I want to break its neck.
Yeah, roll it.
Okay.
What did you get?
11.
Yeah. Suffer less is probably, I imagine, what you would want to do.
Yeah, I'd like to suffer less harm.
Yeah.
Well, actually, how much harm would I be suffering?
That's probably not very much. You would probably survive it.
The harm, actually.
Okay. What would you like? What extra effect would you like?
I'm not squishy. Let me look at the thing.
You don't really need the terrible harm.
harm.
I'll tell you right now. You don't need the terrible harm. You can take it if you want to be cool, but.
I'll give a +1 forward to whoever's gonna next deal with the body of the.
Sure. Yeah, Andromeda pulls the chain taut in this thing. You hear a snap and a gurgle as this head falls limp, and the ichor begins to pour out of its mouth, pooling on the ground and creating a small hole.
And shove this thing off of me.
Yeah, it is heavy, and it is a very large creature, but Andromeda is supernaturally strong, and throw it off.
I need a very long bath.
And you're all left in this forest.
Oh man, that was a wicked, weird fish monster.
I also need a new wig. As the one that I'm currently wearing has acid burns in it.
And there's a snake poking out of it.
Exactly. There's a snake coming through. What the
One
hell is
frightened
going
looking
on?
snake.
Yeah, you look like you've been through it, Andromeda. By the way, Frankie has 5 harm and is unstable. Just covered in acid.
How you feeling about being the chosen one over there, Frankie?
Ah, man, this sucks.
Yeah, we need to talk about that. It's Andromeda will help up anyone who needs helping up or anything.
How does Roshin look?
I mean, she looks she's standing. She doesn't look great.
Two of us are unstable.
Yeah. Do we need to like hang out here, or can we not hang out here?
Can't hear you.
You all look.
What?
What? Hello. You all look. We should go. Yeah, we need to. He doesn't look good either.
I have some stuff that might be helpful in.
You did?
Oh,
No.
I
Okay,
think it.
sorry.
Yeah.
sorry.
I was saying I could carry somebody back. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was very confused.
So I have some stuff that we could use. I would like to patch myself up.
Whatever y'all think.
I could taste my spinal fluid in my mouth.
Roshin and Frankie, you're still a little drunk. I mean, you're in pain, but it doesn't just wear off.
Yeah.
Andromeda's just gonna start wrapping the chain kind of around the feet of this creature. No, around like the arms, like under the armpits of the creature, so that she can drag it back, and then just sort of also getting near to the this survivor, just ready to firearm carry them. Firemen carry them.
Andromeda, as you wrap your chain around this thing and begin to pull, try to drag it towards, you hear the sizzle of this blood, and as you pull further, its arms rip off.
Oh.
It's like
and you notice the body is dissolving.
it's rapidly decomposing. Fuck.
Ew.
Hey, Hector.
Hector, in like a panic state, is going to run over to the body and just be like, "No, wait," and try to like salvage some bit of it. I have some black blood stuff.
Okay.
Anything that's not dissolving.
It's all dissolving. Yeah, roll plus either weird or sharp.
Cool. Also, he's not being exceptionally careful. Weird or sharp.
When is Hector careful?
He's going to weird. Makes the most sense. 10.
Yeah. You manage to. You do take one harm as you are just kind of your hands are just flying over this creature trying to grab something before it's gone. You do grab one of its talons, and two of its scales.
Okay.
That you manage to just tear off as the body continues to dissolve.
Well, I'm gonna go to the hospital.
5-episode arc.
I'm gonna call my aunt in.
I'm gonna call my aunt. She's wicked awesome.
Myrtle.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. She's a dock worker. I don't know.
God.
Love it.
And a werewolf.
And a werewolf.
Yeah, there it is. And a werewolf. She's really part of the Shadow Wolves.
Yeah.
She's really Shadow Wolf.
I haven't
material.
picked a playbook yet.
Wait, are you really going to the hospital?
Yeah. Well, unless you can feel like you could actually heal.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, you can? Okay.
I can, because I can sprinkle some fairy dust on you and heal you. But we're not, it's not like we at the hospital would be also fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell him that a deep fried turkey exploded.
God.
And
They
the,
probably
It's a
would.
great plan.
the hot oil got all over me.
I don't think they'll question why it looks like black ichor at all.
I don't think so.
I'll tell him it was a blackened turkey. Those are the chunky bits.
Brilliant.
Perfect.
I'm wicked
They're in
smart.
South Dakota. I'm pretty
Wicked.
Sure they don't know what a blackened turkey is supposed to be like anyway. So
Yeah,
Wicked smart.
I'm wicked
I'll
smart.
go with Frankie to the hospital.
I will not. I will help Andromeda carry the body. Well, I guess I'll walk with Andromeda as Andromeda carries the body because
Okay.
she's shrunk.
I'll just help support anybody else while I carry this person.
Okay. Hector and Andromeda, you carry this body through the woods back to Needy Morsels. Roshina and Frankie, do you walk with them, or do you kind of split off to try to head to the hospital?
I mean, I think I would probably walk with them until we got all the way back to the house.
Okay. You approach the lodge. It is now very late. It is now about 1 a.m., give or take. You're exhausted, drunk, injured. It seems like the rest of the crowd celebrating the cookout has now dispersed. There are lights on at the lodge, but there doesn't seem to be anyone else really around.
I'll go inside and immediately yell, Gretchen!
Yep, you hear like you hear footsteps coming from this upstairs. Oh, hey! And she kind of surveys everyone. Whoa, what happened
We
out
had
there?
a situation in the woods. He needs a place to stay, and I'll point to, is it Dylan, the husband?
It is Dylan,
Hello?
the husband.
The husband.
I'm the husband.
He's and Andromeda, do you want to put him upstairs in my room for now? I don't think he should go anywhere.
I mean, does he need like a doctor or something?
Yes.
Well, like a medical.
Yes.
Doc looks to you nervously.
Sorry,
Yes.
I beat myself.
Yes, I
Gretchen.
think I did more harm than good today. So yes, please.
You want me to just upstairs? You want me to take him? I mean, we can take him to the hospital. I mean, is he?
Oh yeah. Roisin and Frankie probably should go too. Andromeda, how you probably
I'm
shouldn't
good.
go.
Just
Okay.
tell me where to carry this person.
To the car, I guess.
I go on a road trip.
Hey Gretchen, can you grab my other wig? This one's got.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you.
It's fish goo.
She like gently pets one of the snakes, which coos and goes back down to the way. Yeah.
That's what snakes do.
Ah, yes, the cooing.
The cooing of the snake.
The name of this episode is The Cooing of the Snakes.
Did that snake just coo at me? Cool. What the fuck?
They're Gorgon snakes. They're special.
Special cooing snakes.
We're wrong. The coo came from Andromeda.
The coo came from inside the house. She goes and grabs one of your wigs and one of the different wigs and her car keys and says, "I can drive if y'all need it."
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. And you pile into the station wagon and drive to the Silent Hearts Hospital.
God.
It's still called that. Good day.
Yeah.
It's always been called that.
Man, the name of a hospital is wicked weird.
Yeah, Frank, you've went through your intro. I don't know if any of you have been to the Silent Hearts Hospital yet. But
I probably have.
you probably have.
I mean, I have, because as a kid and stuff.
Yeah.
Our
The
heart's
symbol.
supposed to be silent. This feels like. Oh, I feels like this is wrong.
I mean, we only got the one in town, so either we can, go somewhere else. Or...
Where else would we go?
I mean, I could take
We're
a look at you
down?
if you really wanted it. Then we have
mean-
one option.
Yeah. I'm dying.
Oh, let's go get you.
So
I'm okay.
I am in fact dying.
I'm not actually dying, but in 2 more harm I will be. And as I'm unstable, I will accrue harm if I'm not treated.
Oh, right.
And you all walk into the Silent Heart and see the symbol of a heart with a hand covering it like this. Hey, what's going on?
Oh my god.
It's, oh, you all look like a mess. It's a late night mess. What's
That's rude.
Looks at Frankie like bleeding from his acid wounds. I just called like I said.
Yeah. I tried to deep fry a blackened turkey and it exploded. I think I depressurized the thing too quickly. Yeah.
Didn't thaw it completely first.
Yeah.
Roll plus charm. You can help out if you want.
Me help out?
If you want to.
Sure.
Depending what he gets. Depending what Frankie gets for charm.
Right. I'm remembering how helping works.
9!
I will help. That's real cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Too
Really
good.
cool.
What?
7.
You
What
help?
happens? I don't know.
I mean, you're still granted press 1, so Frankie gets a full success.
Yay!
What do you say to collaborate to Frankie's story about?
Oh, what I said.
Oh, yeah, you did
didn't
say
thaw it
something.
all the way first.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
which is
so-
actually accurate.
Yeah, that's a terrible turkey mistake. Yeah, it happens. All right, well, let's get y'all processed. Names, insurance, all that. Follow me. And this receptionist nurse takes you, well, really Roisin and Frankie, if you're the only two, takes you in for the night. And
Conscious body I'm carrying.
Oh, hey, what's the story about that? Was that another turkey mistake?
Yeah, we were all together.
Yeah, we think something might have hit them in the head with the whole thing.
An errant baster, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was the
One of the heavy ladles.
it was the sack of stuffing that you put in it, and it had hardened because I didn't defrost it neither, and it just like a missile shot him in the face. It was horrible.
Oh. A terrible stuffing missile. All right, well, yeah, look, we got a thing for that. We'll grab an ice pack, and puts the body of Dylan on a gurney, and takes. Hector, are you staying here too? Or are you good?
I mean, I'll stay here till everybody gets checked in. I'll stay with Gretchen. I don't need to. I can take care of my burnt hands.
Right.
Okay.
Because as I understand it, if you go to sleep when you're unstable, you don't heal. You
No,
just
correct. You get worse.
you get worse unless you
correct.
get medical treatment. So
Correct.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
unstable yet, so
Yeah.
I'm
Unless
all
someone
right.
has an ability to fix themselves.
I go to sleep. You don't wake
Wake
up.
up dead. Jesus. Dark end for Frankie.
I'm fine. All my bleeding is internal. My body's keeping in all my blood.
That's what the blood's supposed to be. You're doing it, Frankie.
That from stuff.
All right. Well, now, Matt, now the entire thing is derailed.
Yeah.
Frankie and Roisin stay into Silent Heart Hospital for the night. After you guys are processed and given your rooms, Andromeda, Hector, and Gretchen drive back to Meaty Morsels for the night.
In the process of making sure that people are settled, I think Andromeda will want to have a chat with Frankie if he's up for it. Either that or later. I don't know. It's up to you, Matthew.
Matthew's not here right
Sounds
now.
like later.
I'm fine. It's yeah, whatever. I can have that talk. I can have that talk whenever. Pacing wise, I don't think it matters.
Okay, you guys can have it now. Yeah. I think Gretchen, if you want me to wait for you here with you gotta ride back.
Yeah, I mean, it won't take long.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like- I just meant like.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
we'll.
Alexa just meant like while everyone was getting.
Okay,
settled
yeah,
at the
yeah,
hospital
yeah, fine.
Before we head back.
Okay. Yeah, you have a moment in Frankie's room.
You they get you the good drugs.
Yeah, I'm feeling better already.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Being the chosen one sucks, huh?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Good thing it ain't you.
Yeah, I had a feeling. And who is it?
Frankie, I got snakes for hair and I don't belong here.
Oh, so you chosen?
I don't know how I'm here or why. But I am. And, Roisin helps me make sense of it sometimes. I thought she was absolutely off her rocker at first, but, she knows shit. That I don't know how she knows, but she knows it.
It's because she got magic powers.
Yeah. Something like that. I don't really understand it, but...
So how you know you chosen? You get visions, or did someone old and creepy show up and tell you that you're the chosen one?
No, it was Roisin.
Oh.
Like I said, I thought that she was absolutely off her rocker. I didn't know her or anything, but she's like, yeah, hey, you're destined.
Oh.
Yeah, and all that.
So she helps you understand it because she told you.
Yeah, that.
Wow. So what's your destiny? What are you chosen to do?
As much good as I can until I can't.
You don't gotta save the world or nothing?
I mean, that's the thing about saving the world. Like, we don't necessarily know something's going to be world-ending until it ends the world, so... I guess. Depending on who or what you're listening to. It ranks in there. I don't know how accurate that is.
But they gave you superpowers so you could fight it.
I don't know who they is.
Whoever,
I don't know.
whoever's doing the
I don't-
choosing.
I don't know anyone else like me, so I don't know if I have superpowers.
Well, I mean, you're pretty strong, and I didn't really see you get hurt much.
Right, but like I said, I've never met anyone else like me.
Yeah, but like by human standards, like compared to me, you got superpowers.
That's, yeah, fair. Yes. That, yes.
But I see what you're saying. You could be a run-of-the-mill whatever you are, and
I
not...
could be a runt. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, man, that would be a bummer. They're like, you're chosen. Oh, really? Can I get superpowers to fight the coming darkness? And they're like, no.
Yeah.
Who does that? That's not right.
All I know is I don't get paid by anyone, so.
Oh. Well, I blame that on Reagan.
Checks out.
Trickle down my ass.
Nothing trickling over here. Except acidic blood.
Are you happy?
I don't think happy comes with a job.
Oh.
As happy as I can be, I think.
Yeah. I suppose I wouldn't enjoy monster fighting so much if I couldn't walk away from it. For me, it's like a moonlighting.
One of these days I won't walk away from it.
That's sad. Are you okay with that?
I don't really have a choice to be okay with it or not. It just is the way that it is.
You may not have a choice whether you die or not, because you're all chosen and fated, but you could choose to make peace with it.
Yeah. I think I'm more or less there. Or at least on your given day I'm more or less there. Some days are more, some days are less.
Well, if I survive you, if I, make it out alive before you, which I don't really think is gonna happen because I got pretty roughed up in that fight, you know, I'll be your pallbearer at your funeral. Carry your casket.
I appreciate that, Frankie.
Ah, you're welcome.
Hey, if you beat me there, I'll be yours.
Hey, you could do it by yourself. You're wicked strong.
Might raise a few eyebrows.
Well, thanks for telling me you're the chosen one. That takes a load off my shoulders. Although I was pretty sure, I wasn't. Because when we got into a fight, I didn't really feel like I was... I felt like I was there to help out more than, do the fighting. So, I kind of started piecing it together.
I had a feeling. I also had a feeling that as you were piecing it together, you became less and less enthused about the idea of being a chosen one, so...
Yeah, especially once the dark, shadowy man who I couldn't see invited me to a strange part of town. That was like, oh, I don't want to be nobody's chosen.
Yeah, pretty sure that's because you bled in that book.
Well, yeah. Like I said, that's how I see him do it on the shows, so...
How are you feeling in other regards about that? You feel like you're being watched, or you see looming figures around, you hear whispers, feel compelled to do anything you don't normally feel compelled to do?
No, I feel fine. It was just that one conversation. Oh, he's gonna stop by tomorrow. Oh, God. That's a shame.
Well, I'll be there.
But no, I feel fine. He just can talk to me in my head sometimes, and that's kind of, well, don't really like that.
Unsettling?
Yeah.
Okay, well... Yeah, just let us know if anything else like that happens.
Oh, I will. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Do you want someone to stay with you while you're here?
No. Not if nobody should go out of their way or nothing. I'll be fine.
I've slept in worse places, Frankie.
If you want to. We could play some cards.
We could play some cards.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll be back. I'm gonna go let Gretchen know. Oh, and, I think now you understand a little bit more of why things are the way they are with me and Gretchen and Hector.
Yeah. That makes a lot more sense. I mean, to each their own, but I can definitely see it.
Ain't fair to Gretchen.
No. Ain't fair to nobody.
Alright, well, I'll go rustle up a deck of cards and I'll be back.
Okay.
And Andromeda will go and let Gretchen know that she's gonna stay the night at the hospital with just keeping an eye on Frankie.
Okay. Gretchen and Hector begin to drive back to Mini Morsels. Andromeda and Frankie in one room and Roisin in another. Do you all go to bed at appropriate times? Is that anything else?
I think Hector would have a conversation with Gretchen
Sure.
when they got back. And I think it's just like getting ready for bed, and I think he stops in Gretchen and Andromeda's room, and just like does that whole stand at the door frame and like knocking sheepishly on the door frame. Hey, can we talk?
Yeah, I mean, feel free to come on in. How you holding up? She with consent grabs your hand and looks over the injuries.
I'm sure it's gonna put some things I've been working on timetable back a little bit, but it'll be okay. But that's kind of what I wanted to. I messed up today.
Yeah, I mean, how so?
I finished that weapon last night, and I brought it, and I wanted to try it, but I wanted to do something that I knew would help, and I knew could be just somewhere on the level of Andromeda and Roisin and Frankie and all of these incredibly powerful people, and I almost killed someone with what I did, and I don't know what to do.
I think she gently pulls you onto the bed, just like sitting down, and says, I mean, maybe some more field testing before you try to, bring a new gadget out into the field might be prudent. I mean, but everyone, this isn't the usual life. I think most of these people, Frankie just picked this up, a couple months ago. He's, diving in head first, first, as he would say, full immersion therapy. I think everyone seemed to make it out, maybe with some more scars than intended, but
what if it gets to a point where I can't do anything but watch the rest of you suffer because I can't do anything?
I don't expect, all of us to have to run in there with swords and chains ablazing every time. I mean, your talents may not be push-ups and, sword fighting, but maybe you just equip us. Maybe you just study what we bring back. You don't have to be on the front lines fighting the good fight. You can.
That's the thing. You all always are. What if you don't come back?
I think she pauses for a moment. She pauses for a moment, I think thinks, and then puts her hand on your shoulder and looks at you like deep in your eyes. Then you keep fighting without us. This isn't something you can just leave.
I don't know if I could.
I think you can. Plus, what's the other option? You retire and, teach history at a different university? I don't see that for you.
Maybe they'll have like mummies instead of, dinosaur bones, and something else will come to life. That would be cool. That would be interesting.
Are you talking about bringing mummies to life?
No.
Are we gonna Boris Karloff this?
No.
He's a handsome man.
Listen, there's a lot of things I'll do, but like bringing dead things back to life, that's a weird.
Well, let's maybe, I mean, the flame gun, maybe has some issues. Maybe, the revivification has some problems as well. Maybe we just, you keep expanding your efforts. You keep just doing some searching. I'll be here to help.
Yeah. Well, I won't be able to do a whole lot with till this gets better. Well, till Roisin gets out of. Roisin said that they had some stuff that could help, but they're in the hospital right now, so.
I think she'll bounce back. Maybe we'll bring them some meat tomorrow. A nice platter to recover.
That'll be good. That'll be good. Do you mind if I stay here tonight?
I'd like that.
Cool.
And you dress into PJs and fall asleep in Gretchen's bed.
Mm-hmm.
And now? Everyone except Roisin, take off your headphones.
I don't take off my headphones?
You don't take off your headphones because you are Roisin.
Am I?
Currently, a little bit.
What happens? I'm very nervous now.
You are no longer unstable as you are in a hospital and have been taken care of medically, and you can heal one harm as well. You do not heal to full, but you do heal one harm and are no longer unstable and have a pretty restful night.
Okay.
Fairly restful. Around you got there and everything fully processed around 1:32. You hear a ringing at 4:30 a.m. You hear a ringing in your room.
A ringing?
A ringing, and as you open your eyes, you see the telephone next to your bed is ringing.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's anybody else in the room.
No, it is dark. There are no nurses around. You're not sharing a room with anyone.
Okay, I'll pick it up and really confused and quietly. Hello?
How you feeling?
Oh, well, not great, but I'm not dying or dead.
Well, that's good. It would cost an awful lot to send a replacement all the way to the States.
Yeah.
So any progress? Any news?
No, we had a weird night. We fought a giant fish thing.
Fish thing, all right. I'm not so concerned about the details of that. How is Andromeda? How are they performing?
I mean, fine. They're fine. Everything is fine.
While we didn't hire you for your stellar reporting skills, I think a little more than fine might be, beneficial for all our parties involved.
What are you looking for then? What do you want to know specifically?
Is she improving? Is she any closer? I mean, are there any indicators of any sort of destiny that they may how is her emotional state? Anything?
I think that she is aware that she may not walk out of whatever needs to happen. And I think she's prepared to do whatever comes her way. What that is, I'm not sure yet. This is a weird town.
Yeah, we suspected as much.
You know anything about blood books and demons?
Oh, I mean, blood books and demons. I mean, that's a pretty wide, array.
Or maybe not demon. I don't know, actually.
That's an even wider thing to look into. Any sort of specifics?
Well, one of the people here, he's very nice, but he's not particularly smart, and he bled into a book that he was unsure of, and now there's a shadow figure speaking to him.
I mean, well, that's probably bad. Yeah.
Yes, I would agree with you on that.
Yeah. No, I can't really. Can you describe the book? Or do you know the
Uh,
origin or any sort of...
No, we found it in a basement of a barn.
Oh, the old, the Haunted Barn book's a classic, but I don't have a lot of information offhand. I'll do a little digging, see if anything hops up about, books and voices. I mean, it could be an artifact. It could be, some creature could be bound to it or something. That's off the cuff.
I think he had a dream about it. That's why we went there. Well, there was a creature there, but I think he had a dream about a book in a basement, open, waiting.
There's a pause on the other line, like a prophetic dream.
I think so. I'm remembering this right? That's me, Emma, asking. Am I remembering that right?
I don't think he didn't say. He had a vision. I think that's not what you're saying. Isn't completely off the mark or anything.
Okay.
And it would make sense for you to interpret it like that. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. I've kind of got my eyes on him right now.
Keep your eyes on both of them. Report anything you know about him to any other signs from him, any sort of enhanced strength, or if he pulls out an odd weapon out of his backpack, just let me know any other signs of things chosen.
You think?
I don't know if he's got the dreams. Maybe there's a chance.
That's weird. Okay.
I'll call you in a couple days. Let me know if anything else pops up.
Okay.
And just be careful.
Yeah. I'll do my best. It's a good team. They're strong. It's just this town is dangerous.
Yeah. If it gets too dangerous and Andromeda looks like, or this other that looks like they're about to fulfill their destiny, we might pull you out.
Okay. Well, I guess just let me know.
I'll send you a plane ticket and everything.
Okay.
Good night, Roshane.
Good night.
And hangs up.
Do I know the name of that person?
Cillian.
Okay.
He is a higher up.
Got it. Thank you.
You can take your headphones off. Hector, you heal one harm as you are not unstable, so you can mark that.
Cool.
And you sleep. You spend the night with Gretchen. You sleep fairly soundly for a while, and your body feels like might be closer to morning. You feel, not necessarily hear, but feel a voice in your head. Says and it doesn't feel like someone's directly talking to you. It feels like a message, and this message says, "Stopped by, didn't see you."
Does it have any kind of does it sound like anyone, or is it more just like a monotone
Yeah, like a mono, like you're picturing the words, but you can also it's not like someone is talking to you. It doesn't sound like you're hearing them. It just, you can picture the words in your mind. It's an odd sensation.
Okay. I will get up. Is Gretchen still here?
Yeah, she is next to you and asleep.
Okay. I will try to get up and not wake her as best I can.
Yeah, I think you can without much issue. It is, as you look at the digital clock next to you, it is 5 a.m., 5:15. And you went to bed around, after everything, you went to bed around 2-ish after your talk with Gretchen, maybe a little later. So it's been
a hard nap.
Yeah, a hard nap, not a full sleep.
Okay. I will probably throw on like a coat or something, because it's like summer.
Mm-hmm.
And
naked except for a lab coat.
yeah. And will look out the window of the bedroom first, just as like a cursory glance.
There's still some like remnants of the night before. There's still some tables out, some food that didn't get quite put away, some empty beer bottles, but nothing. You don't see anyone or anything that really stands out.
Okay. I will head downstairs. I don't think Hector would have like put away his stuff from the night before. It's probably just in like the, I don't know, main dining area or someplace where you just dropped it. But he would go to where his bag is.
Okay.
Where he has the book.
Yeah.
And he would pull that out and just like crack it open and see if just for some weird reason there's something inside of it.
Yeah, that same message is written.
Oh, good, cool. Does it
just on a page by itself in ink and nice handwriting in the middle of the page? That exact same message.
Okay. I think there's a moment of scrambling where Hector tries to find a pen, something to write with, and he would write underneath it, stopped by where, ? I'm here now. Where are we meeting? ? And I would wait to see if anything happens.
Yeah. You wait a couple moments, a couple beats, and you get a message. A message appears in the same. Actually, no, it doesn't appear in the book. It's kind of the same thing where you hear that voice in your head, kind of the same, and it says, "Why don't we meet, you and I, somewhere else, neutral location we can agree on."
Was there a message in the book at all, or was it just...
No. As you like, I think you feel that in your head, and as you look back down, both what you wrote and the previous messages are gone. The book is blank again.
Okay. Does this feel like when I talked to...
Correct. It feels the very same.
Good. Okay, then he would reply with, head/voice.
Head voice.
The head voice.
Your brain mouth.
Sure. Did you have someplace in mind?
It's a little early, but maybe coffee?
Sure.
All right. Well,
Okay.
let's meet at One Brew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and see where the day takes us.
Okay. I will meet you there. I will close the book. I will write a quick note and tack it to the fridge.
Okay.
To Gretchen and say, went out for a walk and some coffee. I'll bring back some donuts with a heart and H.
Okay.
And I will head over.
Okay.
In my El Camino.
Yeah, a much nicer, newer-looking El Camino. You drive through Hush Hallows. It is bright early. The only real store that's open is One Brew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which opens at about 5. Closes around 1. You approach the coffee shop. I don't know if you've been in here before. Yeah, I don't know. This Hector has been in here before.
Once, and it was when...
Oh, you just popped in, right? Wait,
Yes.
no, was that this Hector?
No,
that was previous Hector.
Nope, that was
future
old
Hector.
yeah.
As you walk in, a bell dings on the door. There's wood. There's a wood floor, nice hardwood. There are several bird nests everywhere, and there are just free flowing like cockatiels, parrots, just a menagerie of birds that just kind of make this place their own. And there is an older woman with a way updo, like grayish, slightly tinted blue hair.
So like a bee's nest,
bee's nest, like bee's nest. And like half moon glasses. It's quite so early. Would you like a cup of joe?
That would actually be lovely. I want to glance around. Is there anybody else here?
No. Currently it is dead empty.
Okay. I'm something very black and very hot. I'm planning on meeting someone here. If someone comes in looking for someone, I'll be over there.
She looked like you gesture to, like, it's not a huge place. It's like it is the size of like a normal Starbucks, but like more quaint. And like she's like, okay, all right, and like also looks to the bell on the door. All right. Sugar, hot. You said hot and black. Oh no. Okay, right. Got it. All right. Be up in a minute. And you find you sit in a booth or a table?
A booth.
Okay. You wait for not very long, maybe maybe you're on your second cup of coffee, and it's decent. It's not amazing, not bad either. Just very warms you up, energizes you slightly, and you hear the bell ring, kind of, stirring you from your thoughts and coffee, and you see your figure walk in. He looks to be masculine, about 5'9". He's got black hair, a button-up white shirt, and slacks with a nice belt with a silver buckle. Walks in and immediately looks to you, and then looks back. I'll have one iced coffee, nothing in it, just plain. And slips her a 5, and then walks over to you and sits down.
Hello,
Hector, I presume.
That you presume correctly.
I know.
I assume that you then are L.
I am. And he extends a hand.
I will extend a hand as well.
And shakes. Hector, I think I asked you here, and for the others, I think you and I have something in common. You're a man of science, and I am as well.
They're kind of different signs, though, in like a... I don't...
Yes, I'm not talking about, you're into geology and I'm into, astronomics? Astronomy. points up and then takes a sip of his coffee. I believe, per our previous conversation, we're both interested in a similar kind of science, pseudoscience. Correct?
I would say so.
And you stated your goals are to enlighten the masses. That is your goal.
Mm-hmm.
How would you do that?
Well, that's where my real big hang-up has been. Because people don't really believe it when you say, oh, I battled an 8-foot-tall fish monster last night and barely survived.
Correct. When occurrences are sporadic and inconsistent and, there usually isn't much residue left behind, they're not, empirical evidence, it's hard for people to take you seriously or really listen.
So I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to best approach the situations and then figure out how best to communicate these sightings and encounters to other people.
Well, I'm sure you're a man with theories and, ideas. What if you had your way?
Well, the little trick that you can do is quite interesting. Being able to kind of broadcast to... I'm sure it has its limitations, but if people could see the things that are around them in plain sight, it would help. Sure,
I could talk to people the way I've talked to you, but in my experience, that has not... Most people are not open to that sort of occurrence. It's a little invasive for those who have not, kind of been introduced to this world.
Well, then I'll throw it to you. What would you do in my situation?
Well, I consider myself in a very similar situation. How do we inform people of something we know very little about, or are just beginning to get our footing in? Correct? I mean, I've studied this for a few years. I believe you've done the same. And there's still more I'm learning every day, every time. The way I see it, the best way would be immersion therapy.
See, I have a companion who's kind of going through that right now, and he's doing okay.
As soon as you say that, he smiles. I've met Frankie.
Frankie is a special case who kind of just goes in head first, and not usually his brain first.
He is. He's a unique individual, but he was immersed in it, and he believes he has to.
Okay. Obviously, you have a theory about this. Do you have any sort of practical application?
I'm working on it currently. The incursions here have been more and more frequent in this place. And I would like it to continue to trend in that manner. Whatever is beyond of this, whatever other realms or magics or entities that are beyond this place, we have a connection here. And I'm looking to deepen it.
So what you're suggesting is... My theory is that there are more paranormal and supernatural activities happening because we are becoming more involved in them. You want them to become even more escalated than they are right now?
Yes. I think the only way to truly know what's going on and to get our answers is to dive in deep, to throw open these doors and not just let it seep through in odd occurrences that people won't believe, and 30 years from now you won't be able to handle.
Okay, but what happens when someone gets hurt? What happens when someone dies or more people? What if there's a giant catastrophe? Someone almost died last night.
Yes, I'm aware. People unfortunately die all the time. And do you think the opposites? Do you think if we just keep letting it seep like this without any sort of study or knowledge, and it just keeps happening time after time, you think that's going to be any better? During all these occurrences and oddities, do you not find yourself and your friends becoming stronger, more apt to deal with this? Gaining knowledge, power, strength. I have.
This is maybe a side tangent. How long have you been watching us? Has it been prior to my strong-willed companions' bloody exposure?
I would say the bloody exposure certainly tied us closer together and gave us gave me a little more intimate knowledge, but I was aware there were, others other than me that had some knowledge of the supernatural in this town. I mean, it's this place.
Okay. I think it is far more dangerous to be uninformed about dangers you know nothing about than to be overly informed. I think I understand what you're saying. I would also like to try to keep a body count to a minimum, because then there's no point if everyone's going to die anyway. I would also like for myself and none of my companions to be part of that body count. For the only ones who are dealing with these new situations, these ever-increasing amount of situations. That is my highest priority.
Keeping yours and yours safe is, if that is your concern, I mean, that is something I can be amiable to.
Are you suggesting we work together on this?
He pauses, and he thinks for a moment. I think, from what I know of your friends, and obviously I don't know them as intimately as you do, but I think their reaction might not be as open-minded as you. I think they see a problem, and their reaction is to solve it, not delve any deeper, at least most of them.
What do you propose, then?
I propose you work with me. Together. I will let you in on some of my research. Ideally, vice versa. We just exchange information freely for now.
I don't know anything about you. You already have at least cursory information about me and my goings on. I don't even know if Elle is your real name.
It certainly is not.
It's not exactly a hard push to make me trust you.
Roll convince someone.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Neat. Okay. It's a 7.
It's a mixed success. They'll do it, but only if you do something right now to show them that you mean it. He pauses. Says, all right, that's fair. How about this? We'll give an exchange. I will give you something. You can ask a question, my name, and you will give me something as well. The book, one of those things you created, one of the things you took from it last night. That's the exchange I offer.
Okay. What do you want first? For me.
I give you some options. You choose. What are you going to give me first?
Well, interested as you are in it, I think this book is going to hang out with me for a little while longer.
Sure.
But I can get you some of the things that I got from that creature last night.
Okay.
There's a very interesting vial of its weird acidic blood stuff I think you'll find interesting.
Yes. feel free to leave it. Let's say, leave it on the bus bench on Main Street. I leave it there, and once you two all know, and I'll pick it up. And what would you like from me in exchange?
Why are you doing this?
Ooh, that is a good one. Deep cut.
I try not to mince my words when I can.
Oh, that's appreciated. He pauses for a second and does take time to think about this. And looks back at you. Because I need to know. I need to know what's on the other side. I need to know what this is and why. And what can come of it. I need the answers. That's why.
Okay. I'll work with you.
Good. Any exchanges? He begins to sit up or stand up and offers his hand again.
I will stand up as well, and also I will take his hand. A side request. If you could leave Frankie alone, that would be good. He's a little too impressionable.
Roll convince someone.
But he don't wanna. But what if he just does it because he wants to? That's a 6, which is great because that lets me level up.
He gives you a brief smile and says, as much as I would love to have another exchange of me doing something for you and vice versa, because nothing's free, I think Frankie and I are bonded similar to you and me, and I don't know if that's something I could even break currently if I knew how. So I won't, won't pop in at, 3 a.m. to ask him to go, to fight a banshee or anything, but I can't quite shut it off, as it were. So I'll keep it to a minimal if that's as much as I can.
There's like a text bubble of Hector will remember this.
He smiles and says, just leave it at the park bench, I'll know. And puts $1 in the tip jar as he walks off into the night. Where do you walk, Hector? What do you do after this Elle leaves?
Oh geez. Well, I'm gonna do that really quick before okay. I'm going to drive home real fast no, I don't have it with me. To get it before I'm not doing anything before Elle leaves.
Okay.
Like the coffee shop. But no, I just want to get it to where it needs to go and be back before anybody's like, where'd you go?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you do without an issue.
Yeah, and then I'd stop either here or just at the grocery mart and get a handful of donuts. Okay,
sure, you do. Roll to keep it cool.
Oh, good. Good. That's my stat that I'm good at. Okay. Is it act under pressure?
Act under pressure, yeah.
Okay. 8. Haha.
That's mixed success. You can slightly learn something at a slight cost, or you can be okay.
I will learn something at a slight cost because.
As you grab the donuts, a dozen, I'm assuming that everyone is, going to return at some point today. You grab them and walk out of the market. And as you think back to that meeting at One Brew of the Cuckoo's Nest, you try to envision Elle. And as you do, the features kind of mix, and it's hard to make out anything. And you cannot place his face or even imagine what it looked like. And you start to feel nauseous as you do.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Good. Oh,
And
nice.
If you just intend to go back and drop the thing off, I will have everyone resume, unless there's anything else you'd like.
No, there's nothing else. It's fine.
Frankie and Roisin, you wake up in the hospital. Probably you're both stabilized and have healed one harm. You still won't feel great, but you feel better. It's like noon-ish. You got in late and slept hard. Andromeda, you wake up too in Frankie's room. You heal you heal the one harm you had if you you slept for the night, and you all wake up there.
Cool.
Well, I can't get my accent. Where'd it go?
It's wicked weird.
Wicked.
Wicked.
There we go. That's my jumping. Wicked weird. Well, I guess we'll go. The unseen man is stopping by today. Unseeable man, the shadow man, whatever we want to call him. Oh, wait. They call themselves ill.
Damn it.
L.
El Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Other than that, I've just got to work and I got nothing else to do.
Are you sure you're up for did you not call in for work?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sore or whatever, but, it's not the worst night I've ever had.
Wasn't your worst Tuesday night?
Yeah, it wasn't my worst Tuesday night.
Yeah, mine either.
Okay. The three of you kind of check. You do all the process. You all check out and drive back to the meeting morsels. As you arrive, there is a box open with 10 donuts as Hector and Gretchen are sitting and eating a donut each.
Question before
Yes.
we leave the hospital.
Sure.
Andromeda would make sure that would help Frankie as much as Frankie needs help, and also check in on Roisin. How's Roisin look, seem, demeanor?
Stable.
Yeah. You okay?
Stable.
Yeah, she looks just on the edge of being unstable, but probably fine.
Okay. And mentally, are you
Just on the edge of being unstable, but probably fine.
Okay, all right. Oh, so more or less about how you did last night. A little bit rested, and that's. Well.
Yeah, you all arrive. Once again at Meeting Morsels, there is, you see the box of 10 donuts and Hector and Gretchen currently consuming. Hey, how's it all? How y'all feeling?
Oh, these are great. Thanks.
It's Hector's treating us all. I got the Bavarian cream here, Frankie. I know you like those too.
I love me a crawler. I love
got
a
one of
crawler.
Solid.
You got a
Gretchen was
crawler?
reaching for Bavarian cream.
I mean, I just asked them for a variety, so probably.
There is a crawler.
Oh, I love a good crawler.
Andromeda also picks up a Bavarian cream.
Solid. 2 Bavarian creams.
When
Roisin.
Hector was like, just give me whatever, they did half Bavarian cream and like 2/3. The rest of it, was like the crullers, and then there's like 2 jelly filled donuts, and that's it.
Okay, Andromeda has 2 Bavarian creams, 1 in each hand. It's just-
Solid.
Crawler.
Roisin, what about you? You craving a crawler?
No, do you have any ham?
Oh yeah, we got right in the back. Let me grab some.
I can get. I'll get it.
Oh.
I'll get up and go. Grab it.
How you all doing all right?
Andromeda's like, can you get some for me too? With a mouthful of donut.
Yep.
Ham.
God, I'm starving.
I feel a little better. Like, I feel like I just need to rest more or, like, get some healing herbs. I still have 1 harm over unstable, but I'm stabilized. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Only Bailey.
I got 5 harm, 4 harm.
Oh my god.
I'm riddled with harm.
I mean,
Ham.
I got this ham, but I don't got much else for that.
I got so much
I
ham.
have stuff for you.
What the fuck? I went to a hospital. They only healed me 1 harm.
What?
Ham.
Ham.
1 ham!
As we scream about hams and hams, we fade to black for the evening.
Oh my god.
Those are my contributions to
For
the
the
story.
morning? When did they just start?
Us for the evening.
Us in real life, because
Us.
in real
Ty's catching on. I have nothing to offer than saying crawler and ham.
Ham. Where's my hams?
I love a good crawler. I got 4 hams.
Wow.
Stellar.
You're
Well,
welcome.
nothing happened. You don't have to worry about it. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that as we fade to black on this scene for today, that is it for this week in Hush Hollows. Everyone go around, say your name, where we can find you in your favorite moment. Let's start with Andromeda. Oh, XP. Let's do that first, actually.
Yeah,
before
okay,
we...
let's do that.
We usually end with that, but let's start with that. Did we conclude the current mystery? No. Did we save someone from certain harm for once?
We did.
You did.
We did it.
You did it.
For once, there was someone who was in danger that wasn't just us.
I should have had the doctor the next morning and be like, oh, I didn't make it.
No.
Why?
That would have been bullshit. I would have marked the XP anyway. Fuck you, Ty.
Full XP just
If you're gonna ignore the game, so will I.
Exactly. I'm like,
Did we
look, I
learn-
leveled up.
Did we learn something new or important about the world? Overall, yes. Did everyone? Probably not. But overall, yes. Did we learn something new or important about one of the hunters? Also, yes.
Yes.
So, 2.
Woo! 2 XP.
2?
Yeah.
Wow.
I leveled!
Wow, y'all, look what happens when we actually like progress. You use the mechanics of the game.
Hey.
Look at us go.
We do fine. That's all I'm gonna say.
We do fine.
Can't save no bystanders if there are no
Correct.
bystanders.
This is not a
Correct.
bystander-heavy campaign.
No.
But that could change.
That could always change.
very,
Yeah,
very
sure.
soon.
I
Bring them all in.
Oak is just gonna start
to fight
summoning.
in the middle of the cafeteria
Yeah.
of the high school for no reason.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, actually, in the beginning of this campaign, you guys did save a lot of people. You
We
saved
did
the
fair and stuff. And
Yeah, you went to the fair. You saved that guy in the woods. You saved the high school kids. It just kind of faded away from that for a
Public
while.
monsters.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Oak is gonna start using his flying ability to catch. He's just gonna bring civilians and drop them near the monster. I need you for
Oh, look, I
experience.
saved them
Saving
from
you.
harm.
Yeah, I need you for experience. Thanks.
Okay, so 2 XP, everyone. And favorite moment Andromeda, and where we can find you.
Okay. Oh, right. This is how we do this. Hi, I'm Alexis. You can find me at Vox Fanato, and this evening I was playing Andromeda, who, much to Frankie's, I guess at this point, joy is the chosen. Frankie is not. I think that was my favorite moment, is having that conversation with Frankie.
Nice.
Yeah. Kind of like just laying it all out there.
That's good.
It's a good moment. Good moment. And find me here tomorrow for Tales from Gashari, where I'll be playing a character as yet to be determined. in Quest. Yeah, that's everything, right? Emma.
Hi. My brain had to shift there. I'm Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter, and where I don't post that much anymore. And you can find me here, and you can also find me over at Mythos Mystery Society. Are we doing something this weekend?
We might be. We're not sure
Okay.
yet. We don't have a schedule, please.
Well, I didn't know. I thought I saw it, but like I didn't pay
What are you
attention.
talking
to
about
that.
it?
And my favorite moment from this evening was actually Roshin's conversation. Well, whatever, in her room, and because I think it was a nice opportunity to get some grounding / foundational character stuff, both for me as a player and also for the viewers at home. Hector.
Hey,
/ Maria.
I'm Maria. I played Hector tonight. You can find me on the internet, mostly on Twitter at Happy Capster. You can also find me here on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Also the same name at Happy Capster, where I stream games and such. Something else you can find me in is at Society Goblins on Twitter, goblinsocietygames.com as well. We just started posting new blogs about our development process on our next project, which is Hellbind. It's a new setting, sci-fi setting for Savage Worlds. It's super fun. It is my baby child, so I'm super, super excited about that. You can also find me on Mythos Mystery Society with Cyberpunk and whatever other shenanigans we do. Keep an eye on the Twitter for that, because who knows when that happens. It's like a mystical fairy. Sometimes it shows up and sometimes it doesn't. My favorite moments of the night, I think, were two conversations that happened. The one between Andromeda and Frankie made my heart break, because I know how it's going to end and it's going to be sad. At least on Andromeda's side, I know how it's going to end. And then I guess it's three conversations. The conversation between Hector and Gretchen, because that also makes later conversations super, super sad. And I'm here for that. And the very last conversation Hector had in the coffee shop. It's fine, but it's very interesting. Listen, I'll tell you who I talked to if you tell me who you talked to, Roshin. I guess we'll just have to watch the VOD. You can watch the VOD and find out. That's me. Alexis, did you go already?
Matthew. It's Matthew.
Matthew, please go, Matthew.
Hi, folks. I am Matthew Foreman. I played Franklin Hart tonight, the Mundane. You can find me at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I only very occasionally post there because Twitter is a hellscape. But you can find me here on Twitch TV/Dice Priority like 3 or 4 times a week. And you can find me on Twitch TV/Matt Foreman. I'm going to do my absolute level best to stream this week. I streamed Dead by Daylight there. I'm going to try to stream Dead by Daylight Survivor, and then if I'm kind of too tired to do that, I'll also stream some like World of Warcraft Classic. I'll just try to bring y'all a stream this week. But I'm sure, as everyone understands, sometimes you wake up that day and you're like, oh, I have no energy. So that'll be on Thursday. My favorite moment... I think everyone talked about like the stuff that was... I mean, I don't know what those conversations were, but I could tell people were into them. The conversation with Andromeda and Frankie was really good. So then I will say my favorite moment was when I lost it because I said, "Don't, I'm fine. All of my bleeding is internal." And then everyone's replies to that just fucking sent me over the edge. Everything, the way everyone reacted and everything everyone said, I just died. I'm fine. All my bleeding is internal. I don't know. That just got me. But yeah, that's me.
And I'm Sai. You can find me here. You can find me at Baller and Baller on Twitter and at Mythos Mystery Society, where we might do something this weekend. Everything is updated on podcast and YouTube, I believe, which includes our Monster Hearts game for Christmas, the side scene between Emma and Maria's characters for Cyberpunk, and our entire Cyberpunk game, which we're going to be starting in Cyberpunk Red officially soon. We've got a lot of cool new elements, and stuff like that. My favorite moment, other than all this, the solo scenes, which were fun and interesting. The fight was fun when you realized your tag was messy. That was real good with the axes. That was a solid moment. Andromeda with the chain, I think they're just cool visuals for the fight too. I really enjoy all that. I think it's a cool weapon and it makes for a cool fight scenes. And then not remembering the right words of the snake cooing was also a solid choice. So that's it for me.
Alrighty, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Be sure to follow here, Dice Priority. Subscribe if you can. If you're already subscribed, consider gifting subscription. If you're not down for a long-term commitment, you can also consider giving bits. We appreciate your support. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Tomorrow we'll have Quest, and then tomorrow night we'll have Quest starting at 7 p.m. Central, and then on Saturday we'll have at 6 p.m. Central we'll have Cold Suns, and you can catch us back here for more Monster of the Week next Tuesday. We're gonna go. The list of channels that are live gets smaller. That we know gets smaller and smaller as time passes by.
Tap that ASMR's streaming World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
think I meant in the tabletop category.
Oh, in the tabletop. Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and raid Maya. She is of the Legend of Evantris fam, and you can go ahead and just show her some love. She's streaming World of Warcraft. She raises money on her raises charity on her stream. Take care. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.